Hi everybody, I'm Chef Susie with LearnToCook.com. Today I'm going to be making rice pudding, which is an American favorite. It's a custard made with cooked rice, and I'm going to make the whole custard right on the stove here. And my thickening agent is going to be a solution of eggs and sugar. So first of all, I'm going to be starting by cooking my rice with my milk and a little bit of salt on the stove. So let's get started. I'm going to turn my flame on kind of a medium-low flame. And we're going to add our milk and then our rice and just a little bit of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this. And then we're going to bring it to a low simmer and we're going to cover this for about 20 to 25 minutes until the rice gets soft. So probably after about 25 minutes, go ahead and uncover it and check to see if your rice is cooked. And if it's not quite cooked yet, you're going to want to leave it on for a little bit longer because the rice is not going to cook much after you add the eggs to thicken it, and all of your cooking time should be in the beginning. And the rice that I used is a short grain rice. You can use a short grain or a medium rice, but I would stay away from the long grain rice. Short grains, they pop up a little bit nicer in these recipes and just taste a little bit better. So knowing that, we're going to leave this simmer on the stove for about 20 to 25 minutes covered. Now that our rice mixture is ready, we're going to go ahead and combine our egg with our sugar. And this is going to be the thickening agent for the rice and milk and salt mixture which we have on the stove. So we're just going to whisk this in. And we want to make sure that all of the egg part is whisked together with the sugar, because if it's not, you may get little egg clumps like scrambled eggs. So be mindful of that. Just give it a little bit extra if you're not sure. You want it all incorporated. And we're going to take it over to our stove and use it for our thickening agent. Okay. Now that we're back at the stove, our rice mixture seems to be cooked perfectly. You want to just take a little fork, taste it. Careful, it's going to be a little hot. Perfect. Rice is nice and soft, just how we need it to be. We're going to take a little bit of this mixture and put it into our egg mixture. It's called tempering it into our slurry. This way it's not so shocking when the egg hits the hot mixture and it's not going to curdle. It's going to help it to incorporate in a little bit better. So knowing that, I'm going to use my whisk instead of my spoon. I'm just going to add my egg mixture gently, a little bit at a time so I can keep up with it. So like I said, this is going to work as a thickening agent, and it's going to actually turn the milk and rice mixture into a custard. And we've got our sugar in there too, which is going to add the sweetness that we need. So now that our mix is nice and thick, we know that our egg is cooked thoroughly, it's come to a boil. We're going to take this off. We're going to go over to our table and put it in a dish for a presentation. Okay. So I've got the custard, and I'm just going to take it out of this pot so it can stop cooking a little bit, so it can steam before I put it in my bowl for serving. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. It's nice and thick. Rice is cooked perfectly. And like I said, you can serve this warm or at room temperature, let it cool off a little bit, or you can even serve it chilled. So we're just going to let this cool off a little bit just so it stops steaming, so it's not scorching hot when we serve it. As the mix starts to cool off a little bit, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the butter and the cinnamon, which is going to be where all of our flavor is with the vanilla too. And we're also going to add the raisins. You can go ahead and put all of this in at once and just mix it together. Okay, perfect. So I like to use these ice cream dishers when I'm scooping my custards or my puddings. I use them for my ice cream. I use them for cookie doughs too. The smaller ones are so handy to have. They make things so much neater. So we're going to put about a scoop, about 2 full scoops in each of our dessert dishes, which is a nice big portion. You can use a smaller dish in a little bit smaller amount. But I'm kind of just liking to use this. And I like to garnish these with some raisins or some currants. Just a little sprinkle on top. And an apricot, which always adds a lot of nice color. And the apricot complements rice pudding also. There. So this is our rice pudding for today, and thank you for joining me. Bon appetit.
Well, thanks for joining us today at learntocook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day, and thank you.